The cross comes in from Lucadinha. It's turned in by Matty Cash, and Aston Villa hit the front. It is the worst thing that City would have wished
upon winning it.
As Watkins glances the ball on towards Coutinho, shooting chance, and Villa lead 2-0. Philippe Coutinho has slotted it into the corner of the City net. It's out wide to Sterling in the right wing position. Sterling towards the edge of the penalty area, tries to get beyond Lucadinha. The cross is a beauty, and the City are back in the game. Ilkay Gundogan, wow, when you need a goal, Ilkay Gundogan seems to provide it. He's picked Zinchenko, wide on the left hand side. Zinchenko cuts in field, comes again, plays it towards Rodri. Rodri! Midway inside the Villa half, plays it in the gap to Jesus. It reaches De Bruyne into the penalty area. And City Ilkay Gundogan! Sean Johnson! Unbelievable!
Grealish looking rather anxiously towards Sula. Cross by Özcan, and it's headed in by Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund's belief pays off. They've come at Manchester City this half.
But again, you can't say it hasn't been coming. I think Özcan gets that first contact, but what a delivery. Actually, Haaland's marking Bellingham there. And again, that's like what we see. We expect Haaland to make that movement. Great.
Stones. It's a real crack. Oh, it's magnificent. That has flown in from the boot of John Stones. Manchester City needed a miracle. They've just got one.
What a strike that is. It'd be interesting to see. I think that was out of sheer frustration. But what a strike it turned out to be. Good switch of play. You can see him there in the inside. It's good
defending now, and they're not getting it away. Cancelo, Haaland! He's done it! One chance, one goal.
Good initial head away. That's good distance, but again, wave after wave of attack. Cancelo's got all the time in the world outside of the boot. In between the two defenders.
Bernardo Silva plays it back to him. He's in the area. The cross comes in, and City have scored already. And Phil Foden off his knee puts City 1 up already. It was just a lovely exchange of passes, and Bernardo Silva guided it into Matheus Nunes. The cross came about waist high, and Phil Foden, I think off his knee, managed to get it in off the underside of the box. Reinders whips it in beautifully, and O'Reilly's almost there, and it's turned over the line by Guardiola. It's his first goal of the season, and City lead 2-0. And the reason that they packed the area and crowd and through to Calvert-Lewin, and City have won it back and then scored by Calvert-Lewin. City made a mess of that clearance. They believe there should have been an offside in the build-up, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin's put it over the line for Mecha. Steps up and saved, and the rebound's in. The rebound's in. Saved by Donnarumma. Straight to Mecha, who tucks in the rebound, and it is 2-2. Matheus Nunes out wide, ball into Schalke. Schalke now, little ball in. Foden, oh, he lost control of it. Then he shoots and scores. Phil Foden. If you're gonna make a go at winning the Premier League title, you've got to find winners in stoppage time. And City have just got one with Phil Foden, who started it all off in the first minute.
here, but they could be in problems. Is Schalke in trouble, and Aguero scoring in space. Big mix-up. City have the lead. The referee needs to get out. Scores 1-1. Hot debating point. Schalke don't care. It's 1-1. Doesn't. It's another brilliant penalty kick. Ederson went the right way, which was the other way, but he couldn't keep it out. And suddenly, this game has been turned dramatically on its. It is Leroy Sané, and what about that? Yes, he can, all right. What a story! Sané back at Schalke, scoring at Schalke for the 10 men. Towards Sterling, and a slip there by Ochipka. It's 3-2, Raheem Sterling! Manchester City here have performed a minor miracle to turn this dramatic game round yet again.
God, he does well. He evades the challenge of Miley, plays it out wide to Walker. Walker on the right edge of the area, now in a crossing position, plays it in low. Oh, that is a cheeky goal. Bernardo Silva with a little back heel drags it into the far corner of the net. Phil Foden has a look of complete disbelief that Bernardo Silva was even capable of doing that. It is a stunning goal. Newcastle are absolutely seething. The ball is in Newcastle possession. Bruno Guimaraes, it's a first time ball to Isak, and Isak's going forward. Walker comes across with him. He's in the penalty area. He hits the shot into the net. It's Newcastle 1, City 1. And you have to say that that counter-attack threat was evident before, and it's there again.
Oh, what a finish. It doesn't get any better than that. Just that run on the shoulder.
Burn now plays it into the gap for Gordon, and Newcastle are stretching City here. They're getting towards the edge of the penalty area. Gordon's in that penalty area, hits the shot into the net, and Newcastle lead 2-1. Can you believe it? 2 goals in about 3 minutes, and City led. They now trail.
When we talk about quality, we talk about knowing what to do.
Second half, they've had chances, but they still can't find this equaliser. Rodri, good ball. De Bruyne now into the final third. De Bruyne now steps in, hits a shy foot into the corner of the net. You know who's back, Kevin De Bruyne. I tell you what, it looked like one of those positions where you thought he was going to go for power. Oh no, sir. He rolls it into the corner of the net. KDB, we've missed you. We love you. It's 2-2. Tries to scoop it in towards Bob. Bob is there. Still Bob. Oh, absolutely stunning. Oscar Bob with his first ever Premier League goal. And it's an assist. Of course it's an assist from Kevin De Bruyne. There's only been one team trying to win this game. Their name, Manchester City.
Oh, magnificent again, Kevin De Bruyne, Oscar Bob. You've seen.
Scores! And now watch the belief come back for Manchester City. It may have been a faltering start to the Champions League campaign. That will instill a lot of hope. Well, Sergio. It's Xabi Alonso! Well, down to 10 men they may be, but you never ever write off Bayern Munich. Alonso arrowing it past the England number 1. Well, I'm not sure whether Joe Hart's got his wall lined up properly. Here's Boateng. Aimed in for Lewandowski, who got there and scores! And Bayern Munich have turned it around, and this just about sums up Manchester City's Champions League campaign. A night that started so well is again going horribly wrong. Well, I'm not sure it's the... Alonso, oh, he took too much of a risk there. Jovetic has won it back. Aguero, can he level? Yes, he can! A terrible error from Xabi Alonso has given Manchester City renewed hope. Their first Premier League title, it's the way City like to do it. They could do it again here with the same man. Aguero has done it! A hat-trick for Sergio Aguero! Manchester City saviour again. Unbridled joy.
Savino's now got away from Calafiori, he plays it in, Haaland one-on-one, scores! City 1, Arsenal 0, Erling Haaland again, absolutely majestic from the Blues, and Arsenal, who haven't been behind in an away game in 2024, are behind.
I thought Savinho had missed the moment, his touch in.
Well, that free kick was taken before City had even got set after that. But anyway, here's Martinelli in the area. And it's in by Calafiori, who scored, and it's 1-1. Arsenal are level. That free kick was taken before City had set themselves. The referee had called Kyle Walker over to tell him he was not happy with the fouling and the misconduct that had been occurring on in at pace. And there's another block, and it's gone in, and it's counted, and it's scored by Gabriel, and Arsenal lead 2-1, and City have been suckered just as Spurs were last weekend. Gundogan goes back to Grealish in the penalty area, Grealish, and the shot is blocked, and the rebound goes in! 2-2! City 2! Arsenal 2! Right at the end! Finally, Arsenal are broken!
They've tried every...
There's Walker, but it's been blocked by Vinicius Junior, and here's his goal! And Real Madrid have a way through. They pounced upon Manchester City. Vinicius Junior was eager in his attempts to win the ball. De Bruyne keeps his balance and the ball and looks for Jesus, and Jesus finds the net for Manchester City. Here goes De Bruyne, and he scored this one, and Manchester City have turned it around from 1-0 down to leading 2-1 at Real Madrid.
In the left wing spot, plays it back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol onto the edge with Sheffield onto Nico. Oh, that's a fabulous goal by Reinders. Reinders has tucked it in right in front of the City fans. Lovely play by the Blues. Reinders just got beyond Forest's back line and right in front of the City fans. A Sheffield assist and a Reinders goal, and the Blues lead 1-0. And you have to say that is kind of what Pep would have wanted. Ball inside was a good one to Gibbs White. City backpedaling here into the box to Igor Jesus. He clips in a ball, must be an equaliser. It is by Hutchinson. City 1, Forest 1. Hutchinson with the goal.
Well, we watched Man City's goal with the reverse passes and quality runs.
Very deep. Gvardiol heads it back. Shots on Sheffield. Ryan Sheffield. A header back by Gvardiol, and Sheffield drills it into the corner of the net. There's bedlam in the City end, just behind where that ball is nestled, and City are back in front. Ryan Sheffield, he's not just an assist player, he's a goal.
Asvish long towards Openda, who'll chase on and reach, and there's no flag here. Openda in! And hang on, the team beaten 7-0 here back in March. It was simple long ball route 1. Yanis Blazvish, the goalkeeper. Openda here, look, Xavi. Openda, he's away again here. Will lightning strike twice in the first half. Openda in on goal. Remarkable. It is the Luis Openda show in Manchester. 2 near carbon copies. And again here, that on the chase here, Erling Haaland! Vardiol, oh Foden, lovely feet, marvellous goal! And they're level. Well, Foden here, the dancing feet to level the game for Guardiola's City. Ake, Lewis, lovely ball now for Doku again. Doku, and Foden took it well, and here Alvarez! A fight back of champions who have
for the cheeks, he runs in, he hits it, and it's gone in! Szoboszlai has just put Liverpool in front, and Arsenal supporters are cheering as loudly as those in the Cup. A 9-point lead. Right wing position, Nunes. Now Rodri. Now Schalke. Deflection, Haaland nudges it on and it's in! Bernardo Silva on the stretch! Haaland glanced it on! Bernardo Silva slid underneath Alisson! And City are back in the game! As long as VAR don't think there was an offside there, it is 1-1 at Anfield! At the end where the City fans are congregated. I'm looking at the replay now. The ball into... What are you made of? Sugar and spice and everything nice. City 2, Liverpool 1. A turnaround that says to Arsenal, you think you've won this Premier League title? Think again. The Blues with a late turnaround.
Dini opened the scoring. Cue wild celebrations amongst the visiting support. Slack City defending allowed Akichi Anya to play Dini in on goal, and the Hornets' top scorer finished coolly under before Sergio Aguero tucked in from close range after Jonathan Bond had saved from Edin Dzeko. The Argentine, they have a player at the peak of his powers. Witness this stunning equaliser with just 11 minutes left on the clock. Inexplicably allowed Alexander Kolarov's 35-yard daisy cutter through his legs, with his side only 3 minutes away from a replay, with a close-range header to rub salt into Watford's wounds. The Sky Blues through, but not without.
Called on that yellow card, can't dive in. Grealish trying to tempt him in. He's in the penalty area, Grealish. Little dink over the top. Haaland, 1-0, had to come. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Erling Haaland buries the header in the back of the goal. It was magnificent from Jack Grealish. Classic wing play, and Haaland buries it.
Massive sigh of relief because it's been relentless for the last...
And plays a back heel, but Traore's onto it. Oh, if that pass would have been better, City was stretched. It's not over yet. On the edge of the area, shooting opportunity, and Sheffield United have equalised. Jayden Bogle. Well, a mistake by Kyle Walker, and Jayden Bogle has equalised, and the Sheffield United supporters are going absolutely wild. It was a mistake really by Kyle Walker. He could have cleared it, but he played a back heel, and you've got a little bit of it, but not enough. And Walker keeps it on the far. Chance to deliver again. Walker looking up onto Foden, and then hit by Rodri, and City retake the lead. Rodri, left foot drive into the roof of the net. Sheffield United had barely enjoyed the celebrations for more than a minute, and Rodri rifles it in. City 2, Sheffield United 1. Well, it was kept alive on the far. Bernardo Silva scoops it in. Haaland tried to get on the end. You felt.
And De Bruyne is running and feeding Foden. Foden across. Mahrez. In from De Bruyne. Manchester City make the most of Dortmund giving them the ball. In their own half of the field, Emre Can is guilty. Bellingham, Haaland, beautiful ball, Royce in on goal! Marco Royce! This has come for Gundogan. There's Foden! They did get the chance, and Foden has taken his now.
King might break here for Tottenham. Ledley King! And Ledley King scores in the opening 2 minutes. What a start for Tottenham. Ledley King. Tottenham just putting some passes together here. It's forward towards Robbie Keane. It's 2-0 and Tottenham head towards round 5 of the FA Cup. They're 2 up now inside 20 minutes. It's Ziga and it's 3-0. And Tottenham have absolutely been outstanding in this first half. Christian Ziga, whose career was threatened by a leg injury, and German has scored with a free kick. Can another one score? This one's chipped in cleverly. It's a very good goal for Manchester City. Headed in by Dista. Clever free kick by Tana. He disguised his intent here. Chipped the ball in to Dista. Buzzing again here. Great ball in. Heading clear there by Gardner. That took a deflection. It's got in. It's 3-2. Bosvelt has struck the ball. It took an almighty deflection. The last 11 minutes. There's no doubt City will press forward here. It's Wright Phillips. Wright Phillips has made it 3-3. Fantastic! It's one of the greatest FA Cup comebacks. Sobieski looking for an opening here for City. Tarnat. Macken, he's won it! He's won the tie here for Manchester City. That has to go down as one of the great FA Cup ties in the history of the competition. The impossible has happened.
Gabriel Jesus wins it with the last kick of the season. 100! A century right at the end.
So moves to the byline, prods it across, and City will score. Silva, it came to him on his right foot and he hit it on the instep, and though Martinez got a big piece on it, he couldn't keep it out. City 1, Aston Villa 0.
Just that patience, Ali. I think if we were to take it back.
Rashford will tuck it in, it will be 1-1 and Villa are back in the game, and you have to say that the VAR John Brooks has put Craig Pawson in a position where he was always going to have to give it. Joško Gvardiol out wide to Doku. Disasi comes to meet him. Doku's got beyond it. Now then, Doku into the area. Doku hits it across, right across, and it's City win the game! Matheus Nunes! Good night, God bless. City are into the 3rd place in the Premier League table, and Aston Villa are beaten.
Fantastic! I asked for one chance.
Look at it, Graham Potter, and scores emphatically. Matt Grimes for Swansea puts a dent in Manchester City.
Yeah, lovely. Well take.
Playing some good football at times here. Swansea, James, Dyer, Selena, 2-0. What a fantastic goal by Swansea. And the former Manchester City man has come back to bite them. Sensational goal. Another block, this time. Fulton it was, and there is a goal. Bernardo Silva, beautifully struck off the outside of the boot. Manchester City are back in it on the... And it does go in off the post in the end. Manchester City have salvaged it. Does look like just a question if they can hold out, and they can't hold out. Aguero, wouldn't you just know it?
Well, that's tight, isn't he? Looks offside.
shots.
Well, he is, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks like his right foot looks offside. His ball into the box, he's dangerous and the shot goes in! And Saka gives Arsenal the lead! Well, you can't say that they haven't merited. Breath runs up, strikes, scores, City back at 1-1. Riyad Mahrez with a wonderful penalty. Ramsdale goes the wrong way, and you have to say that whatever Arsenal argument they put up, when you pull the player of a shirt inside the penalty area with VAR around, you shouldn't get away with it. And Granit Xhaka didn't. It's 1-1.
Big pressure, Riyad Mahrez with all.
Porters are delighted. De Bruyne now clips it in, but I think it'll go towards. Oh, it did reach, and it's poked in! Oh my goodness! Who scored that? It's Rodri! What an extraordinary end to the game! The ball came into the box. It looked like it was going to be defended, but it squeezed through a couple of challenges, and all of a sudden, Rodri poked it over the line. A quite extraordinary moment in the game.
Just trying to feed it, understand the wish for placement. Silva, Yaya Toure, Zabaleta. Where's it going to drop? It's in. It's on the flag. The goal is given, and it's Zabaleta. Kenny couldn't keep it out, and suddenly the mood changes from desperation to delight for Manchester City. As it stands, they're going to win the title.
Clichy does ever so well on the overlap.
Well, let's go. It's a mistake, and Cissé's in and scores. It's another twist to the tail. It's wonderful news for Queen's Park Rangers. It's desperate for Manchester City and Joleon Lescott.
Joleon Lescott makes a horrendous mistake for one so gifted as him.
Side ahead of Taiwo. Mackey! Queen's Park Rangers lead here. Jamie Mackey has sent Manchester City towards heartbreak on the final day of the season. It is typical. It's the centre circle this time. In goes Jacko! Oh, hope rekindled here. Could it happen? They're racing back to the restart. Manchester City are still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero.